Hello, I'm Leticia Gonzalez. This is my micro lesson video for the edited pronunciation with technology lesson plan. Let's go ahead and get started. We just finished our objective discussion. So now we are going to start our activity with minimal pairs. Now, show of hands, how many of you have heard or done minimal pairs? Okay, I see a couple of hands. I see some people look confused. Everything is valid right now. Okay, hands down. Thank you very much. Oh, that reminds me. Can I have a volunteer to pass out this worksheet to all of our classmates? Awesome. Thank you so much. The worksheets are right over there. Thank you. Now, the rest of you, as our wonderful classmate is passing out this worksheet, please pay attention. Okay. You will, as you get your worksheet, you will see that there are 10 lists of minimal pairs. It's not a complete list. There's going to be many more minimal pairs. And before we get into all of them, we're just going to start off little by little. Yeah. Specifically, we'll be looking at the first two minimal pairs. Okay. So you're getting your worksheet. If you haven't done so, please take out a pencil because you will need it for this part. Okay. Now, it looks like everybody has a worksheet, so go ahead and look at list number 1. If you see it, I also have it up on my board. I don't have all of the words, right, on that first list, and I have some of them, okay? Now, I am trying to see what you know how to say. I am I am listening to your pronunciation. That's what is the important thing here. Don't worry if you don't know what the word means or what it does or what it is. I just want to know that you know how to say the word when you read it. Okay? And if you don't, that's also okay. What you're doing is right now you're helping me, so then I can help you. Okay? So to start off, let's look at list number 1. Okay? You can either look up at the board or on your paper, whatever is best for you. Now you'll see it says minimal pair, I and I. You may be like, Mix Gonzalez, it's the same letter. Yes, it is the same letter. And there's something unique about this. If you look at the first example, right, number 1, you'll notice that both words that are there, right, this first word, it has an I. And the second word, does it have an I? No, it doesn't. So what we're talking about is specific sounds, we're not only looking at the letters, right? We're looking at what do the letters combined, like what is the sound that these letters combined make, okay? So to start off, you're going to be monitoring how you say these words, how you pronounce them, okay? And it doesn't matter how many you get wrong, how many you get right, remember? Okay, it's not about that. I just want to see what you know or what you don't know, which is just as valuable, okay? So you're going to look at this first word, okay? So I have this one. Any brave souls that want to try it out? Okay, I had a feeling that you were going to try. Go ahead. Yeah, perfect pronunciation there. I heard the B, I heard the I, I heard the N, I heard everything. Bin. Perfect. Yeah, bin. Now, how do you say the second word? Anybody know? Yeah, right? It's going to be bean. Okay, now you'll notice, right? We just proved that even though we're looking at minimal pairs with these vowel sounds of I, the spelling is different, okay? So, spelling is important. Now, when we said this word, right, the first word bin, if I, Mix Gonzalez, think that I said it right, okay, what I am going to do is, since I don't have a pencil and it's on my screen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a star, meaning I said this correctly. I think that I am saying this right. And that's all that matters now. So I'm going to put it there. So I'm putting a star. And that's showing me and that's showing you that you think you said it right. Cool. Now, let's say I saw bean and maybe I said bin too, bin. And I'm like, I think I'm right. Okay, that's okay. you still put a star. Now, if you have a feeling that you are wrong, yep, yeah, thank you for filling in the blank there. Yeah, you're going to make an X on your next to that word or above that word. I'm gonna move that little image, my little X. I'm gonna put an X there. That is showing me that, you know what, I think that maybe I'm not saying that word right, okay? Now, if your partner next to you makes a noise, makes a face after you say a word, and you think you said it right, then you need to put what? What should you put? A star or an X? What do you think? Yes, you're gonna put, if you think that you did it right, you're gonna put a star. It doesn't matter what everybody else around you thinks, okay? For right now. And yeah, same thing. If you think you got it wrong, you put an X, okay? You are just focusing on yourself right now, okay? Now, so let's take a look at the second one. We have chip, okay? Now, I think I said it right, so I'm gonna put a star on it. I'm gonna put a star. So this is what you're gonna be doing with the whole list, okay? Now, this next one. Cheap, cheap. So I think that I'm not saying it right. Okay, I have a feeling that I'm not saying it right, so I'm gonna put an X. So that's all we're gonna be doing. You're checking your own work. You're checking your own pronunciation, and you're gonna go through. So you're gonna complete the rest of list 1. Okay. So right now I'm actually gonna give you some time. Actually, we're running a little bit out of time. So why don't we go ahead? Right now, in a couple of minutes, I'll give you the opportunity to do list 1 and 2, okay? So now I would like to switch to some tongue twisters. Yes, some tongue twisters, okay? Now, if you're looking at this and you're thinking, holy moly, you're not the only one, okay? I look at these tongue twisters, and they're still scary sometimes, especially if I've just woken up, especially if I don't feel like talking. I get it, okay? Now, here's the thing. We're gonna be practicing these tongue twisters so that our mouths can really be mindful of the words that we're saying, and we're making the appropriate shapes and all that. And so people can understand us ultimately, yeah? So, first one is Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Ooh, lots of peas there. Now, go ahead, y'all. I said it for you. I showed it to you. Why don't you go ahead and say it with me, okay? Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Nice. I see some of you are being a little shy and you're like, oh. Y'all, I know it might feel scary. I know you might feel silly. And I can guarantee you that if you practice this, and you will feel silly. You might feel all kinds of stuff, right? And if you practice, if you try, it'll get easier to say it. And then you look really cool. And you can say it really fast, okay? So anybody want to try it on their own, this first one? Okay, you would like to try it one more time as a class? Thank you so much for saying that. Let's all together say it as a class one more time. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Now, if you notice, I'm not saying it that fast. And you know, as soon as I said that, I saw some people were like, I get it. If you feel that you need to slow down to say it correctly, slow down, okay? Slow down so that then you can go faster, okay? So let's take a look at our second tongue twister. She sells seashells by the seashore. Now you'll notice I had to take a pause, and that's okay. Sometimes when I practice it more, I am able to say it faster, okay? Now, we're gonna go ahead. Number 2, go ahead and practice either number 1 or number 2 with a partner. You're gonna have, I'm gonna give you 15 seconds for one partner to share first, okay? Go ahead, y'all.